Good morning, everybody. This is the surprise I was talking about. This is my honey bunny. You get to meet him. Say hi, honey bunny.
Hi, honey bunny.
So this is my sweetie Perry, and he is going to help me with our 10 minutes to pause and reset today. So welcome to day 9. Tomorrow's our last day, you guys. I think it's fitting that we go out on a bang on a Monday. I'm looking forward to it. But welcome to today, and this is going to be a little different. So wanted to share with you today this idea of pausing in relationship. So this time of year, things are speeding up a little bit, or at least it feels like they are. There's a lot going on. We tend to get busier, tend to have just a little bit more stress in our lives. It can be really easy to start feeling overwhelmed. And if you're anything like me, and I think he'll attest to this, I might get just a little bit irritable when that starts happening. Do I?
Do I?
I think we both do. I think we all do. So this is a way that we can, as I like to say, stop, drop, and breathe. Take that moment to pause and come back to this idea of what's a positive aspect that I can focus on right now. And so we're going to do this in the form of appreciations today. So this can be a little scary, right? When you're face to face with somebody, a loved one, your sweetie, a child, your friend, your blossom kitty who's coming meowing into the room. You say hi to everybody. She says hi. It can be intimidating. It's a little bit of a scary thing to do. So we're going to demonstrate this with each other, obviously, today, but this is something that you can do a practice run with your dog. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I mean, how wonderful can it feel to give some appreciations to your loved furry animal, and how easy is that, right? How easy is that? We do that all the time. And why is it so much more difficult to do that with a human being? So again, you might do this one-on-one with somebody, but this is something that you can also do kind of silently to yourself while you're standing in line, when you're waiting in line this time of year, wherever you are. And you might just, instead of letting yourself get irritated that this line is taking forever and you've got to get to the bank and you've got to go pick up the kids and oh my gosh, I'm not going to get there in time. What if you stopped, felt your feet on the ground, took a deep breath, and noticed something about the person standing in front of you or behind you? Gosh, that's a beautiful scarf. And you might actually say that to that person. That scarf just is such a beautiful color. It brings out your eyes. Gosh, it's so vibrant this time of year, especially today when it's all rainy and icky out. That just made my day to see that scarf on you. So, and it's not cheesy, it's from your heart. This is something that you truly appreciate about the other. You might do this while you're driving in traffic. That's a challenge where I live. There's a lot of crazy drivers here, and it can be really hard to stop, take a breath, say, you know what? We're all probably feeling a little bit rushed and a little bit stressed out right now. I'm going to have a little bit more compassion for this person. I'm going to slow down and I'm going to let them get in front of me, even though I really don't want to. And then I feel better because I did that. I'm going to try that today. Okay, so we are going to begin with an appreciation of ourselves, and then we're going to offer an appreciation to each other. So grab your friend, your loved one, and maybe join along, but here we go. Hi, sweetie. Hi. Start.
I can go. I would like to appreciate myself for being able to adapt through my traveling to the time changes and taking care of myself so that it didn't drop me down and I'm able to show up for all the people that I need to.
Beautiful. Mm. I want to appreciate myself for allowing myself to have more fun this week, this weekend. I've chosen really this season that I don't want it to be about stress and feeling crummy and not enjoying one of my favorite times of the year. So I appreciate myself for letting myself experience more fun and playfulness and joy.
Mm. Well, I would like to appreciate you for just having such a great attitude all the time.
I want to appreciate you for just showing up fully in yourself, in your joy for what you do and what you bring to the world. I want to share that little piece.
So one of the things that has become a knowing in my life is that when I'm out in the world and I find myself getting triggered, and sometimes it may even be when I'm having a meditation or a slow morning or I'm driving, and maybe I'm starting to make stories up in my head about things that are going on in my life. One of the things that I've come to know is that the triggering that's happening inside, the adrenaline rush that starts to happen inside my body is something that is not coming from an outside influence in any way, but is something that is internal. And it's a time for me to be able to reflect back in and say, what part of me needs a little bit more attention right now? Why am I getting flustered over this? And even if I can't address it at that moment, it allows me to search through my internal landscape and look for places that I know need some loving. And then I can, at some point, hopefully very soon, go back and start looking at some of those places and giving them hugs and kisses and maybe a little dark chocolate.
Awesome. Thank you for being here with me today.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to challenge you, maybe? Is that a good word to say?
Sure.
Let's have a challenge. Find somebody in your life today, again, whether it's somebody that you know or somebody that you meet out in the world, and notice something about them that you appreciate and share that with them. Share that with them. And don't forget to appreciate yourself as well, because this is where it starts. This is where it begins to marinate, and this is where we begin to shift our perspective. We can open our eyes, we can open our heart and begin to see ourselves and our world and those that we're walking through this life with in a different way. So, alrighty. Have a beautiful day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.